333. R.I.P.P. Don P. PhD. Yo. I said, R.I.P. TV. Tell the homie. Mob Deep Mondays, that's everyday, thoughty. It's all for the community. That's what P showed me. We lost without the unity. Where the fuck is the OGs? R.I.P.P. God bless the real. Only for the righteous. The rest will go to hell. Flipping through the book of Revelation. Figure it out. Transliterate the translation. Do it yourself. It's the last days. Life is a test and we in a cage. Concrete jungle. Everyday struggle. Fuck the pain. I'm on some HNIC shit. Hegelian 3 shit. If you don't know what I mean, you was never G. Real shit. R.I.P. Yo, P, play that beat back, 333. Burn some weed, repeat that. Shake me up a tuka pack, break me off for 20 piece. I'm gone, never looking back. Y'all can't talk to me. R.I.P. TV, tell the homie. Mob Deep Mondays, that's everyday, thoughty. It's all for the community. That's what P showed me. We lost without the unity. Where the fuck is the OGs? Like the weed, play some IMD for me. It's hell on earth for real, but y'all don't wanna see paper trail politics. All the shit was prophecy, strictly for the family. Peace to the prodigy. R.I.P.P. I sleep when it's time for me. Dope dreams bring the skizzy, pour the Hennessy. Searching for some inner peace, couple hundred G's. Deadly weapons and some weed just for you and me. R.I.P.P. I sleep when it's time for me. Dope dreams bring the skizzy, pour the Hennessy. Searching for some inner peace, couple hundred G's. Deadly weapons and some weed just for you and me. Yo.
What up, everybody? It is motherfucking Beat Boutique. Everybody's favorite fucking beat show. So what's up, everybody? You know I love Thursdays. As I roll the fuck up. I promise you, I literally took a weed nap thanks to our sponsor, Cushwick Farms. And I woke up and I was just like, man, I'm gonna have to take a shower to wake the fuck up. So I just literally got out the shower, D-Berry, got dressed, and hit stream. So here we are. Yeah, so I hope everybody has had a productive week when it comes to making music, because I sure the fuck has. It seems as if I have the bug in me. Not the Roni either, don't get it twisted. The Billy Lines, man, I can't stop, man. I'm making beats in my head when I'm not even working on beats. Shit's fucking crazy, man. So, anyway, welcome to Beat Boutique. I'm me, you're you. Together, we make up the 333 and how it goes. So, let me make sure I'm not bugging out volume-wise. Seems to be alright. Check. That's a little bit better. Alright. Now. Yeah, so, what's everybody been working on, man? You know the drill. I'm about to light this blunt. And I guess I'll play everybody what I've been working on this week. And we'll take it from there. So, I don't know if you guys caught it this morning, but I literally made this beat this morning. And I'm not much of a sample user, but I decided to try to get busy and step out of my comfort zone. And I took one of the samples from my Back in the Loop piano pack and made a beat this morning. Now, mind you, I know there's a lot going on. The way that I produce is I would just keep adding until there's no more room to add anything anywhere. And then I will deconstruct it and build a song out of it. So what I do is I basically build the peak up. I add as many things as I possibly can and make that the absolute and total peak of the beat and the record. And then after that, I'll go and deconstruct it and find some way to build a song out of it. It's like puzzle pieces to me. So yeah, especially this week, I've just been making loops and then going from there. Just get it done, move on to the next one. Get it done, move on to the next one. So I'll be the first one to dance, as always. So much shit I added, Billy Lines. I mean, Hanzo, R.I.P. to your pops. All right, so, yeah, that one's got, there's a lot going on in that one, I know, but there's, in my head, I see the vision on that one. So, let me play a couple other things that I've been working on this week. See what you guys think. Which one was this? 20. Dude, I made so many beats this week. See, it's not all minor chords and doom and gloom with me. Every once in a while, I will venture into major keys and go that route. It's every once in a while. So, I am here to show you everything that I'm working on during the week, because that's one of the points of this show. So I am literally going to show you exactly what I've been doing this week, if Machine will catch up to me. Dude, I've been making so many I don't even remember what some of them are. I tried to name them so I would remember them. Word. Yeah, man, it's going to be interesting whenever I actually make these into songs. And then I can play them for you. Alright, I got a couple more that I've been working on I want to play real quick. Billy Lyons, I got some things I'm going to throw your way, homie. Yeah, man, my shit's been fucking up too, man. I've been having to export audio files and bring them back in as loops. Yeah, as you can see, it even says drum loops right here. Look at that, it's only right there. And then same thing with this. I've been having to re-import loops just to make shit run properly. So I got a couple more and then I'm real interested to see what you guys got for me this week. So this is just a loop that I made because I don't. Sometimes, clearly I sell loop packs, so sometimes I get stuck on a loop, and then after that, I'm out of it. Thanks, homie. Yo, I'll be sending that one out in a loop pack because I couldn't go nowhere else with it. I kind of got stuck and just kept it moving. I got another one that I did that to. I'm trying to find it. I honestly just can't remember what the fuck I called it. I think this might be it. No, this is it. Fuck. I think this is it. Is it? No, this is not it. So much music, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I made 17 beats, or at least started on 17 this month. Huh, it's fucking crazy. This isn't what I'm looking for either. Jerry Green, what up, homie? Another episode of Beat Boutique, just showing everybody what I've been working on this week. Billy Lyons, this is a loop that I made, man. Let me know if you fuck with this one or if this shit is trash. Word. Just another loop, man. Just another loop. Yeah, I'm going to add that to my next loop pack too, D-Berry, because I got nowhere to go with that one. right, I got one more. One more of the shit that's been cluttering. Excuse me. Cluttering my brain this last week. Oh yeah, I was working on this one today. Alright, we know about that one. Whereas I got one more. Maybe I don't. Fuck it. Who cares? Alright, so, yeah, welcome to the Thunderdome, everybody. A little bit early. So, Billy Lines. Let's see what we've done with Smuggler's Run. I think this is Smuggler's Run, isn't it? So, Billy Lines is nearly unscathed in the Thunderdome. He's got one little scratch. But he has survived many, many weeks in battles.
They were dope smugglers. The hull is filled with waterproof sacks of narcotics.
This flip in the middle is fucking dope, yo. Yeah, word. So your snares, you need to, if that's the way you're going to do it, you need to layer another one in the center, because with my headphones on, it's off to the right. And I don't know if that's just me or if how it bounced. But, dude, this shit is fucking dope. Well, you already know, if you can't get it to smack, I know a guy. So, I know a guy who does things like that. So, you know. But, yeah, dude, it's fucking fire. But, yeah, it's still... I know exactly what you mean. It's not thumping. It's not like, whoa. But, yeah, dude, that shit's fucking dope, man. So fucking ill. See what else you got for me, homie. Black and blue. Let's see if this one's gonna leave me black and blue. Zenny, what up, homie? Oh, Billy Lyons is a flamethrower, dude. Ooh. Whoa, this is fire. Woo! Oh, man. Zenny, I swear to God, I was watching Django's scene in my head whenever they got that stupid Rick Ross song in there. I need 100 black coffins. Coffins. Yeah, Billy Lyons, that shit is fucking dope, man. Yeah, keep working on that one. That shit is... Whew. Good Lord. Good God, dude. I feel like I'm literally in the Wild West on that shit. Yeah, dude. Wow. That was fucking cool as shit, dude. Yeah, keep working on that one, man. That one's so dope. It's going to take the right type of artist or outlet when they hear that, when they're going to be like, that's exactly what I want to fucking hear. All right, so Billy Lyons got another one for me. sounds like an ill mind beat, Billy Lines. It's 3, well, it was. Well, definitely outside your comfort zone. There's a lot of elements that I think are cool as fuck because I listen to a lot of shit that's not just boom bap. So, I mean, as far as advice, yeah, you could definitely reapproach some of the elements on that one. But I know that when you say you got to get the audio files out of an old Pro Tools folder, that one's a Billy Lines beat of the past. But you are an absolute flamethrower, homie. So much so that somebody actually spoke about you the other day on another show of mine. And we were discussing some new developments. And your name was brought up. So, Billy Lines, my motherfucking homie. Well, while I'm rolling this blunt, I might as well tell you, because my email is not filling up with anybody's music today. So, I might as well tell you what I have on the horizon. And I have to thank Kal-El for assisting in this thought process as I roll the fuck up. So, football season's over. What the fuck is Joe gonna do on Sundays now? Especially since there's 2 feet of snow out there. So Roger Harper and myself were talking to Nice during Gray Matter. And I was telling him about Beat Boutique. How he needs to tap in so he can listen to some beats and go beat shopping. And instead of having him come by for Beat Boutique, because this is where we work on your music. I tell you how to fix your mix, maybe some production tips, maybe possibly who to send it to if it's ready to go. Things of this nature. That's what Beat Boutique is all about, helping you make your music better. But now, it has given rise to a new show. So on Sundays, maybe once a month, maybe twice. I don't think we're going to be able to do it every week because we're already doing Beat Boutique. But I'll figure it out. But Sundays, we're going to be doing a new show called The Beat Shop. And I will have a rapper, probably an infamous artist, somebody that I'm already connected to, is going to come in and be the guest host. And this will be your opportunity to shop beats directly to this artist. So, welcome to the Beat Shop. This is me giving you guys an opportunity to get a direct line to some rappers that you might have already listened to, or things of that nature. So, maybe once a month, we'll have the Beat Shop. I'll let you guys know who the guest host / artist is going to be so you can prepare yourselves. And then we'll go live and we're going beat shopping. And if they fuck with it, you will hear from them. So this is an opportunity for you guys to directly send some beats to some of your favorite rappers. Because if you're watching my show and following P, then we all like the same rappers anyway. So, the first artist that is going to be on the beat shop is Nice. So if you ever wanted to work with Nice the Future, or you ever wanted Nice to be on one of your beats or anything like that, or if you're just trying to shop beats to anybody, get them ready, because Nice is going to be the first one to enter the Thunderdome, and this will be your opportunity to submit beats directly to Nice, live on air. It's going to be fucking dope, man. I can't promise all this list of artists that are going to come do this, but we'll just throw some out in the air. Maybe it'll give you guys some motivation. So, Nice the Future, Illa G, Big Twin, Santana, Cash Bills. Who else? Who else could I get in here? Cortez, possibly. That's my homie. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Have. I don't know. I don't know who. The bigger and bigger it gets, the more likely it is that a bigger artist is going to come and go beat shopping. Now, I don't know if anybody else has done this before or whatnot, but this is just me. I mean, this is me giving back to you guys just for being dope. And honestly, every rapper I know is always like, yo, I need beats, I need beats, I need beats. So, well, let's bridge that motherfucking gap. So, I don't know. I'll let you guys know if it'll be this Sunday. It might be next Sunday. Give you guys a week to prepare. But prepare for my motherfucking homie. I mean, you guys, he's been on our show multiple times. He's a co-host on Gray Matter if you watch our football podcast. So, it's the motherfucking homie Nice. It's going to be dope, man. It's going to be dope. I want to see what we can fucking cook up together. Now, yeah, my email is not filling up with anything. So what, do I have to play more beats before you guys send more? I'm not going to play you anything I'm working on currently, because that shit is kind of like, I got to stop doing. Well, I do that in the beginning. Now, let's see what else I got in the stash. Billy Lyon, since you played something that was out of your comfort zone, I shall return the favor, homie. I'm gonna play you something that I made. That's gonna end up being on my album. That's why I haven't played it yet. But I'm gonna play you something that I made that is definitely not the minor chord, slow 82 tempo R&B meets Mobb Deep shit that I make, whatever the fuck it is. So, yeah. This one is called Dutch Master, because I used to only smoke Dutches, and I considered myself the Dutch Master. You guys see how quick I am on the twist up. So, yeah, light your motherfucking blunts, y'all. Word. Yeah, good looking, man. Yeah, I make music for people not to rap on, essentially. So, yeah, that's kind of outside my own comfort zone of the laid back. I smoke 15 blunts a day, R&B-ish music that I usually make. So, what else? Zenny, I still haven't got yours. Anybody else, if you're whatever you're working on, you already know. Send it to the email posted above, and let's see if we can make your music better together, because essentially all I'm doing is playing beats right now. Inner Mind, thank you, homie. Well, John Frank, you only find P whenever you're ready for it. It's just the way it is. Yeah. Since I'm basically just playing music. There we go. I got some in the email. Billy Lines, you already know, homie. Anything you send me is... I think I've played this before. Oregon's crazy. Whew. Yo, man. Yeah, definitely sounds better. It's fuller. It's fuller. Yeah, dude. Billy, you'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it eventually. That knock and that slap, but still controlled everywhere. You'll get it. I mean, since you and I have met each other, your mixes have definitely gotten better on your beats. You're definitely on your way. But I know where your frustration lies because I can hear it. I can hear what's missing from it. And it's not anything production-wise because you're fucking retarded talented, dude. It's amazing. But yeah, it's the sonic aspects. But dude, I can feel where you're from in your music. Like, you could tell. There is no doubt in it. And you're heavy on your bass and guitar tip right now, which is fucking awesome, because I can't really even play the keys that well, but I can get myself around enough to make beats. And so I'm definitely professionally envious of people who can play multiple instruments. That's for fucking sure. Zenny. Let's go. Yo, those guitars in there, Zenny, bring those up. Pianos are up here, guitars are here. Kind of bridge the gap a little bit. Alright, Zeddy, I have an idea. There's 2 guitar parts, 2 piano parts, right? You have one piano part over here, another one more in the center, right? You have another guitar part over here, another one more in the center. Swap the guitar parts. If you're going to have the main piano part on the right, have the main guitar part on the left, so it's like they're calling and answering each other, and then put the other 2 in the middle. And see how that way. It might not work. But there's a thing that I do called spatial compression. And you can get things to fit in spots just by where you pan them without having to compress them more or less. So I do it a lot, especially in Machine. Without turning things up and down, I'll actually start panning them, because you know, it's sometimes, depending on the sound, whenever you start going this way, it actually feels like it's going like that. Or the opposite way. Like it's coming towards you or away. So you can play with that. Anticipating that when you pan things, it's never just the same dynamic level when you start in the middle and just start moving it to the right. More often than not, it's going to feel like it's coming towards you, and then maybe a little bit away, depending on the tail of the patch or the sound you're using. But it sounds like it's coming towards you. So when you want to create proper movement and you pan things, you also have to automate the volume going down as it's going out, so that it feels like it's going like that instead of like this. But yeah, dude, cool. You're on your keep working on that one. But yeah, try swapping the 2 guitar things and see if that kind of balances out a little bit more, so it's not so heavy loaded on one side. Because you have to understand, most people listen on headphones. The majority of humans consume music and media on headphones nowadays. So if they're playing it on their phone or stereo speakers or even in a mono system, that shit is fine. That's old school. That's like Beatles style. That's fucking cool. But you also have to anticipate who your audience is and how they are consuming music. So yeah, just try swapping those two. I might be wrong. Or you might even want to swap the piano parts. You know, just try it. Try one of them to see if it's just how it feels. All right, see what else you got, homie. Nice. Shit's cool. The only advice that I got for you is try to do some snare drops in there. It's so loopy and repetitive in against today's landscape. The only way, like I say, if you're going to have loops, you're going to have to break apart the monopoly, the monotony of loops and the repetition of loops by doing drum breaks and drops and things of that nature. So, yeah. Try to switch up the drums a little bit so it's just not the same thing for a minute and a half or however long. But especially with something that smooth, you could definitely have periods in there where there's no drums at all or just the hi-hats and whatnot, the higher end of them. You know, things like that. It's very clean, Zenny. Yo, Chronic and Zenny, you guys are definitely fans of each other because you guys like the same kind of music. Chronic, let's see what you got, homie. He says, I finally got a first draft. Yeah, let's go.
I was just 22, now I'm 23. I was just 22, now I'm 23.
I was just 22, now I'm 23. I was just 22, now I'm 23. I was just 22, now I'm 23. I was just 22, now I'm 23. Singing every note in key, they flat asleep. I wake up early, meditate and burn tree while I write my manifest, plant the seed, tend to the task, bend to the will of chronic. Dro has the skills to generate wealth. It's millions in the tank, the green toxic oozing out the bank. Nobody safe, lockers behind the gate, we break the ceiling. What a feeling, moving up through the ranks, taking over the map from the bottom to the top. I'm so thorough, from the drums to the chops, it's all dope. I'm no joke, serious smoke. Going hard till they carry me back home. Stack dough until it's bursting out the front door. And I'm giving greenbacks as handouts or hand towels. Wipe yourself clean or get trashed out. Build me up high, keep it fly, let the fire grow. Do be glowing, endo blow. See me outside, treat me nice. This is only the beginning. Watch the legend rise. Yeah, watch the legend rise. Build me up high, keep it fly, let the fire grow. Do be glowing, endo blow. See me outside, treat me nice. This is only the beginning. Watch the legend rise, watch the legend rise. Yeah, watch the legend rise. Hey. I don't brag, I don't boast, and I don't gloat. I hold my breath, rest on my back and float while I hit the backstroke. Yeah. Rewind and go further into details. Who knows the most? I admit I'll soak it all in just to learn best. Take adversity to the chest, run with the weighted vest. Right up the summit on a shoestring budget, doing feats that most couldn't budget. I got a strong stomach, even stronger spirit. Leave your spine in two, like Goldberg spirited. I'm worth my weight in gold. You heard what it is. As much as you take, I got much more to give. Just live, stay alert and close to the sticks. Station right where the action is. Stay fit. We hunting any ducks that just sit. Give no fucks, pull the trigger. That's it. That's it. Fill me up high, keep it fly, let the fire grow. Do be glowing, endo blow. See me outside, treat me nice. This is only the beginning, watch me rise, huh? Watch the legend rise. Watch the legend rise. Watch me rise. Watch me rise. Watch me rise. Yeah. No name brands, no cash advance. Let's go deep into wild rap. I seen shallow waters take away many out the game. Went all in, face first for the fame. I'm just chillin', explaining how it's insane when you're chasing the bait every day. I only tune into 333 TV, building with Joe. I'm way past that hype that make you slow with the dead weight. I'm taking shape in the form of something fluid like water, ever present. Who wanna step to the race? The pace will make you tap out and lose your sponsors. Keep the commerce. I slang underground concerts, nearly caved the floor in. We bounce harder, and with this right here, the flame reach farther. Lit up with the wet trail of kerosene sparking, huh? Yeah. Fill me up high, keep it fly, let the fire grow. Do be glowing, endo blow. See me outside, treat me nice. This is only the beginning. Watch the legend rise.
Rasp, what up, homie? So, homie, you're on your way. Your vocals sound nice and clean. They're in a good spot. So, I have some advice for you, and I've run into this problem before. The style of music that you are influenced by typically has, within the mix, all of a sudden there'll just be this percussion element that is just louder than everything else. Right? Dubstep, things like that. It's just, I used to mix some dubstep records for a producer, and when I would finish the mix, he would love it, but then he'd go, and there'd always be one thing that he'd just, like, push. He'd be like, nah, this has got to stick out above everything else. So, it's fine, but if you're going to have vocals involved on production like this, your tendency is to mix the vocals so that they sit in a spot where the loudest percussion and the vocals are even. And what happens when you've done that with something in this genre of production is everything else is kind of underneath of the vocals just a little bit. So this is not too difficult to fix. And if you want to live stream your session, I'll pop in and listen to you and tell you as I'm listening to it where to try to maybe balance some things and see if we can get it across the finish line, because clearly it's labeled first draft. Now, rarely do I ever send somebody mix 1. It's usually 3 by the time I figured it out. So you're on your way. The vocals are in a really good spot, and everything's really clean. So now it's just about, there's a gap from vocal presence to production presence. Not percussion, production presence, if that makes sense. So let's try to bridge that gap and make it sound dope. I forgot my fucking Beat Boutique slogan. Make it sound dope, yo. You're on your way, though. You're on the way. I have absolutely no complaints about your vocal mixing and where you have put your delays and doubles and things like that. You're on your way, homie. Good job. Trust me, I would tell you if I did. Good. I always try to explain things in a way that kind of makes sense. So, if that makes sense, dope. Make it sound dope. If it doesn't, let me know that I'm just fucking being confusing, and I'll try to figure out another way. Sam, let's go.
Dans un faux, je suis pas un putain de prêtre. En vrai, je suis chef des TNF. Je suis serveur protecteur de l'enfer. Je sois ta tante, ta soeur, et je découpe ta grand-mère. J'en cuisine leur crinière, tout droit déterré du cimetière. Je commande des balles, je cuisine leur trou de balle. Je passe une queue de cheval négro, tes mains c'est à la dalle. On mange cannibale, tu sais qu'aujourd'hui on se régale.
Si toi côté c'est ta femme que j'écoutais sous les flammes, l'amnésie a frappé ta petite fille.
L'extasie pour la GB, tes amis sont tous en fil. Rembourré de XP pour qu'elle reste très tranquille. Caméra pour qu'on filme, accouche de mon fils. Pendant synopsis, tu sais j'prends pas de risque. J'élimine 3 complices et ensuite je décalisse. Y'a de la BC de la police. Il ralentit, j'prends une piste. La BC sûr que je l'éclipse avec l'esprit sataniste. Un regard de narcissiste, depuis son nom orifice. Un grand nom terroriste, d'humeur refasciste. Le contraire du crucifix qu'on jadis. Et maintenant il brûle à l'église.
Un prophète comme Moïse pouvait pas prédire ce cataclysme. J'suis d'humeur radicaliste, un vrai anarchiste. Tu sais déjà, j'suis le premier sur la putain de blacklist. Sur ta fiche pull-up, et c'est ça que je m'affiche.
Word. So, Sam, everything within the production is basically in the mid-range. So, what are we going to do to get the vocals to sit properly within that and have them not fight each other? Here's the solution. Go into your vocals. Go to your EQ and go all the way up to like 92 and cut it the fuck off. Literally shelf it all the way off at 92. It's fine. Dirty Wheels, not really. Not really. I never drank lean, so it never really appealed to me to be in that slow motion. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, shelf it off at around 90 something. And so once you cut it off at 90, you're not going to lose too much of the bottom end of your vocals. Just play with it. You'll find it. You'll find the spot where that cut. It's somewhere. It's somewhere between 80 and 90. You want to cut it off. Now, the other thing that you're going to do, go into the main part of the production and go to, on this one, I'd say around 200 to 230 hertz, and cut it out just a little bit, like not too much. Make it kind of sharp and just cut it out. It's not going to make a difference in the presence of your production. What we're doing is that's where the presence of vocals is at. So you can still achieve presence in your vocals without it being so big at the bottom end by cutting off the bottom, going into the production, going around 220 to 230, maybe even all the way up to 300, and cutting out a little bit. Scoop it. So, and then you'll go into your vocals and just give it a little bump. And it's going to look like puzzle pieces now. And that's how we fit them together. And the other thing you're going to do so that you can achieve the upper end of vocal presence without having to push things is go to your production. Actually, I'm bugging. Go to your vocals. Go to somewhere between 900 and 1200. With P, it's usually around 950 something that I use. You're going to go into the vocals and you're going to make a very thin EQ spot, and you're going to cut that out. Just real, because that's where the presence in the snare and the vocals are fighting each other, is around 900 to 1200. So if you cut it out of the vocals right there, it's not going to change it at all. You won't even be able to tell. It's going to allow the snare to snap through your vocals without you having to push it. And that's the name of the game, people, is where basically you have to cut things out so that there's space for other things to fit there. It's not, that way they're not battling for supremacy. So, make it sound dope, homie. Just shelf off those vocals, and then, dip here, insert there. Dip here, insert there. It's just how it works. You'll get there. I'll be interested to see where the vocals sit the next time you send this to me. All right, Chad. Let's see what you got, homie. All right, Luscious. So, whatever, I don't know what DAW you're using. FL Studio, Ableton, Machine. What else is there? Whatever you're using to make beats, to produce in. There's probably some drum loops that are already in there. Or, you can get drum loops from people. And your next step is to start adding percussion and whatnot, unless you're a loop maker and you're just making loops. And then build up your loop library so then you can sell loops. What I end up doing is a lot of the time I'm working on a song or a beat or something and it just won't go anywhere, and I end up just trashing everything and taking what I like about it, making a loop out of it, and throwing it in a loop pack. because sometimes I just can't take things across the finish line, and then sometimes I have a flurry of creativity where it just all gets done. So now, as Havoc says, it's all about the drums. It's all about the drums, homie. It's all about the drums. Time. I got you. Oh, reason, yeah. Fucking, I forgot people were still using that. It doesn't matter what you use.
The inner mind's eye is infinite, son. Hey yo, do the science. Take a glimpse into time. Become one with the infinite. Yeah. I hit the lab and black out, just a pen and a pad. Let the beat talk to me, then give it all that I have. Sometimes I'll be writing the same songs for weeks, re-edited rhymes so it don't come out weak. I'd rather not speak until the finishing touch. Then I play my own shit while smoking a fat Dutch. Some would call it a crutch, but I'm hard to amaze. These new rappers played out and consider a phase. I don't follow trends, I've been doing this for years. I only rap for myself, it's more pleasing to my ears. If that's my biggest flaw, then fuck it, it's all good. That won't stop me from success, as if that could. I carve out my name in the history books, and with lyrics like mine, it's rarely need for a hook. Too many motherfuckers shook, and that's why they fail. So when it comes to getting mines, never will I fail. I like my music with substance, something that make me think. Some shit I could smoke weed to, cause I ain't no saint. I ain't a role model, I'm a hip-hop apostle. Rap music raised me, the poetic street gospel. I learned more from this music than I ever learned in school. I was impressed by the bling, now I'm influenced by the jewels. Sit alone in my room, I meditate and drink water. The Akashic record spins, it was written, who's the author? The inner mind's eye is infinite, due to knowledge. Through sacred geometry, know the universe is conscious. Black lotus, the flower of life, the subtle knife, antimatter. What is Roy G. Biv? I'm black light. The serpent in the rainbow, chakras and kundalini. Everything is nothingness, so y'all niggas can't see me. It's iron in my blood that's created by the stars. Overstand the Planck scale, then salute the true czar. Everything has a unique vibrational pattern to it, yo. Sound travels in a wave form, which is a vibrational pattern and sequence. The same thing with light, that's also a vibrational pattern and sequence, man. So everything that you see, everything that you touch, that you feel, that you hear, has a vibrational frequency to it. Even your thoughts have a vibrational frequency to them. The universe itself is consciousness. Once you understand that, you will understand that the inner mind's eye is infinite. And once you understand that we all have an inner mind's eye, and that we are all connected, you will become divine yourself by nature. You will become part of the infinite. For even down to the nothingness from which we all came, and that which we shall return to, has that unique vibrational energy pattern to it. This is the true secret to immortality. Everything is nothingness. The inner mind's eye, time is infinite. You listen to the music, but you don't get the picture. I'm a sorcerer, magician, a warlock, a wizard, a scientist, philosopher, a scholar, and a monk. A cool motherfucker that might pass you the blunt. Chop it up with me, homie, let me put you onto something. Motherfuckers these days redundant, they saying nothing. Music is a drug, a highly controlled substance. Real hip-hop gives knowledge and spreads abundance. Food for your thoughts, nutrients for the brain. I like to mix mine with potent strains of Mary Jane. It enhances the experience, I feel the vibe better. I'm at one with each note, each word, each letter. This shit keeps me centered if I've had a bad day. Hip-hop is my religion, this is how I pray. My body is a temple, my energy immortal. The inner mind's eye serves as a divine portal.
All right, homie. This is what I got for you. So, I'm going to keep my eyes closed because I was making notes. So, I'm assuming, I don't know, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that this was mixed with a bunch of compression and not a lot of automation, if any. So my advice: turn the compression down a little bit, take your attack and shorten it, and that will not allow so much of it to get through before the compression hits. And then automate your vocals instead of trying to compress it so much that they all fit somewhere. It's an extra step and it takes a lot of work, but find a good compression for where most of the vocals are sitting at, and then go through your vocals and have them automate the volume control on the vocals so that now each word kind of hits and dances around where that's at. You don't ever want your vocals just to sit in a flat line presence-wise through there. It's especially if you're talking about frequency, vibrations, and things of that nature. You're going to want the vibrations that you're creating to reach their potential and not be squashed so much. Does this make sense? I mean, it's good. It's good, but if you're asking what I would have done different or what I would do to push it a little bit, I'm just assuming. But from listening to it, that's what my guess is. That the way to achieve getting the vocals to sit everywhere in one spot was to squash them into that spot, instead of opening up a little bit and then you or the engineer going in and making the vocals sit in a spot. Same thing with the snare that I just said to Sam. Go into the vocals, go to like 900 to 1200, somewhere in there, for whichever. It's different for each song and each artist, but somewhere around there. It's usually between 950 and 1,000 for P, but somewhere between 900 and 1,200, and just scoop out a little tiny bit, like maybe like a half of a dB, maybe up to a dB, at max 1.5, and just scoop it out so that snare can just snap through those vocals and you don't have to push it. Yeah, you want them to dance. You know, you want the vocals to have life to it, like it's a performance and not so flatlined. So, I mean, that's my mixing approach, is to allow them to breathe and feel a little bit more natural. Because essentially that's what we're doing here anyway, is we're using our own unique frequency. Everybody has their own unique frequency thumbprint, if you want to look at it that way. Everybody's is unique. Everybody's voice. That's why I'm so opposed to like tuning vocals and whatnot. No, that's not your unique frequency that you were given. So, I mean, yeah, it's cool. It sounds good. It's done. You know, it's like, it's polished. But that's all. I mean, that's literally all I got for you. And the only reason that I'm kind of clued into that is because going into the second verse or whatever, the vocals in the first couple bars are a little bit hot, and then it gets back down to the rest of it being flat, and I can already tell that it's been squashed to achieve that, instead of just going in and like manually operating it. Now, I don't know what kind of relationship you have with your engineer. I have no idea what's going on, what they charge you, if they charge you to fix things or alter things, or I don't fucking know, dude. But I will manually go in and not only automate and control the vocals, but I will take all of the instrumentation and have them dancing around the vocals and automate them. But this is why I'm not cheap. And I tell people, I'm not fucking cheap. When they ask me if I will mix their records, yeah, sure, but I'm not cheap. Nor should I be. I've been in the game for years. So, what else we got going on? Is that it? Well, I'm just trying to, that's the whole premise of this is, I have this set of ears that was built to do this. It's a very, very long story that I don't feel like telling now, but this is what I do, and no matter what it is that I wanted to do in life, this is what I was supposed to do. So that's all I got for you. So if I only have one thing, then you're pretty much almost there. But yeah, just automate. I do a lot of well, I don't really do it that much recently, but I do mix when I have sessions that I need to mix. If I can, I will live stream them. And you'll be able to see exactly what it is I'm talking about. I think that I should, sometimes when we do this, that I should pull up a session and show you exactly what I'm talking about. But what I'm going to do now that I have a video editing program once again, and I can actually post things to YouTube without having to live stream it, so I could, shorten it up, get rid of all the unnecessary shit in it, is I'm going to be doing behind the mix videos where I'm going to pull up sessions from songs, and I am literally going to show you exactly how I achieved what it is that I achieved on each of these records. And of course I'm going to do I'm going to be doing the Book of Revelation, because that's why you're all here anyway. That's what brought us all together. So I will start on that one, and I will be doing behind the mix sessions where I literally will go step by step and explain exactly how I achieved what I did and how you can kind of do the same thing. So, just another thing I'm trying to do. I don't know if you would call this drum and bass, but I will play you a record that I mixed. This is a dubstep record that I mixed for somebody. Well, not for somebody, it was for Mark. It's the guy who did Hunger Pangs. And this is the music that he typically makes, which was why Hunger Pangs was kind of so out of left field for him, but it's fucking incredible. But yeah, this is a song that I mixed for Mark. And the story behind it is Mark was having trouble landing placements at the time, and I basically told him, I was like, well, it just needs to sound better. Like, your production's off the fucking charts, dude. It just needs to sound better. And he came, he had this record, man, and when I heard it, I was just like, I actually told him, I was like, you need to let me mix this record for you. And I did it for him. Because I wasn't going to say that it's not like I'm saying that I wasn't going to let him fuck it up. But at that time period, this is 5 years ago, people. At that time period, his mixing skill set was not up to, I don't want to say professional level, but I will say release level, like professional, like industry release level. The labels would be like, yeah, we like this song, but it just doesn't, the mix is kind of off or something like that. So he played me this record, and I helped him with the production a little bit. We added a bunch of like cheetah noises and things like that in the background that you really can't tell was there, but it's there. But when he was done with it, and then he got this artist named Nyx to sing on it, and I heard it, I literally was just like, you need to let me mix this. And he did. And this is one of the records where when I was done, he's like, oh, this one thing's got to stick out. You'll hear it. And I mean, he got a placement and got signed off for this one, and then the next one, I mixed the next record for him, and the same thing happened, and I think I did one more, and then he was off and running from there, and now he's killing it. He's ultra successful, and he's doing his fucking thing. So, let me play the record and stop talking. Oh shit, my bad, people. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
Breathe. Just love me.
There it was.
Breathe. Just love me. Love me.
Yeah, definitely outside of my mixing norm. You know, I'm very, very controlled, very smooth, very elegant is what the mastering engineer that did the Book of Revelation said. He said my mixes were elegant. if you can achieve somebody saying the mixes are elegant on Prodigy Records, then you have achieved something. But anyway, definitely kind of outside of my norm. But as you can see, that shit slaps super fucking hard. Like, and when it says breathe and does that, that's the one sound I was talking about that he said, nah, that's got to be pushed up. That wasn't my decision. I had it buried a little bit. But as you can see, you can achieve that much thump and push with those many sounds that are all kind of within the same frequency range and have them all knock and equally present. You can do that. You can do a lot of it by a lot of it is done by proper panning, delaying, and the third and fourth dimension that you have to create. Mixing is a two-dimensional art. You have to make it third and fourth dimensional. But Zenny, you see how I was able to absolutely make that shit explode. Never clipped. Nothing. The drums are all absolutely thumping. Everything is loud, present, and boom, because it's dubstep and it's got to be played in clubs. That's the whole fucking point. So, that should show you that it can be achieved. I know that I'm most notably recognized for Hegelian dialectic, which is extremely smooth and controlled and what it's supposed to be. That one is what it's supposed to be also. See? So, that's what the engineers are supposed to do. Make it what it's supposed to be. Yeah, extremely clean and crispy, because if you're going to push it and have it knock like that, it's got to be clean. You want no static, no nothing. You want everything to have its own crispy, polished like glass. So, I appreciate it. You know, this is what I do. So when you guys tell me it's dope and it's clean and crispy and it thumps, that just means that I did it right. It's funny because he probably was a little bit hesitant to let me mix a dubstep record, considering what it is that I do. But, you know, I just had to be like, dude, let me fuck with this. You know what? It was funny because he was actually working. It was like the third day in a row that him and I were working on this record, because he had built up a lot of it on his own. And then I kind of helped him with a bunch of stuff. And then Nix came in. I wasn't even there for that. But actually, me and him went to the store and came back, and she had written that. And it was like, oh, yeah, you're off and running now, dude. This is it. And so once he had actually done all the production, he started to mix it a little bit. I went over to the studio because I was working on Hegelian at the time. And he's just like, yeah, I'm trying to finish up this mix real quick. And he happened to be playing Call of Duty, the zombie thing. And he was sitting on the couch, laying on the couch, listening to the mix, which gave me an opportunity to sit in the captain's chair. And I sat down and I just looked at him. I was just like, yo, you care if I fuck with this real quick? I'll save it as a different mix, a different session. He was just like, nah, go ahead. And within, 10 minutes, he was just like, wow, it already sounds better. And all I did is just move some things into different places. Spatial compression. And he was like, oh, it already sounds better. Well, you really know what you're doing. I was just like, yo, why don't you let me do this one? And then it was off and running from there. And now he's out in L.A. killing it. So shout out to my homie, Mark. He did stop by for a quick talk on the Hegelian 4-year anniversary episode. If you guys did not check it out, go check it out. If it's still up, I don't fucking know. So, anyway, enough of me. More of you guys. Sam. Yo, how you get your little, your icon to blink like that, dude? I just noticed that. How the fuck you did that? Good drop. Billy Lons, what level you talking about? If you're talking about mixing level, well, you're so far past me on the production level, dude. That's why we work well together. You do that, I'll do this. But I've dedicated my entire professional life to this, to making it sound dope. So there is mastery within repetition. Sam, bring the drums up. Bring those drums up, especially if you're going to rap on it. Those drums are completely going to get eaten up. So you're going to have to bring those up a lot. A lot. You won't know how much until you actually rap over it if you're going to, but even if you don't, what you're going to want to do is try to bring those drums up to the level where they sound like it was a sample, like they're in the sample. That's what I always try to do, is make the percussion sound like it was part of the sample, so it all feels natural. Or if it's not a sample, make it sound like they were the level of a sample, which means you only got to bring them up a little bit. But if you're going to rap on that, especially with your voice, you're going to have to bring those motherfuckers up. Zenny, let's go. Zenny definitely uses every single megabyte that his email service allows him when he sends me emails. This is a good mix, I can already tell. This is the best mix you've done. Yeah, dude, that's the best mix you've done. Do more of that. Make it sound dope like that. That one was so clean. Everything had its own space. dude. This sounds like I made it. This is cool, man. It sounds like one of my R&B joints. So, bring up the bass, dude. If it's going to have this type of feel, that bass has got to be felt. So, don't be afraid to bring the bass up. If you want to bring it up without pushing it, go to 45 hertz, 39, or 33. It's going to be one of those three. It's really independent upon where the kick is hitting at. And just push it up 1.61 decibels. I'm giving you guys some magic right here. The actual numbers. You want to make the Q 16.183 wide. It's either going to be 45, 39, or 33 hertz. And just that little 1.6, it will make things thump without you having to push it. How does this work and why? The earth resonates at 7 frequencies. It behooves you to tune your bass and your kicks to match these resonant frequencies, because when it hits, it's not fighting against what's already happening. It hits in harmony with what's already happening that you don't know, because it never stops. So when it does, wham, you can make shit absolutely thump without having to push it. So the 7 resonant frequencies are 45, 39, 33, 26, and honestly, I can't remember out that past that, because underneath of 33, you're not even going to feel it anymore. I've tried them all. I've went all the way down to like 2.6 or whatever it was. So just use those 3. Typically, you're only going to have one bass and one kick in a song anyway, so you'll be able to use a combination of 2 of the 3. And if you have a third one, then you'll have another one. And if you have any more than that, well, that's a lot of fucking basses. But me and Billy Lines have done that before. We made one beat that had like 5 bass lines going at one time. It just sounded fucking cool, so who cares? So, yes, everybody. 33, 39, 45. With the kicks, it's typically 45. If you're doing basses, it's going to be 33 more often than not, or 39. The kick is always, because the kick has a snap. You know, the actual pedal hitting the drum itself sound within it, if you don't shelf it off too much. So you're typically going to go up to 45, and it'll hit. The bass, just start with 33 or 39. And that's how it works, man. That's what I do. If you guys want to know how the kicks hit so clean and how the bass sits like that, and you're just like, what the fuck, how is everything so clean and whatnot? Well, that's how I handle the bottom end. I tune everything to operate in harmony with the earth's resonant tones. I know, it's fucking crazy, but I spent I spent a decade, literally 10 straight years of doing nothing but trying to figure this out. Not just this, but the other ones too. The sacred healing tones and whatnot. A full decade of trying to figure this out in every mix I did. So, I think I figured it out because from what you guys tell me about Hegelian, I think I nailed it. But I figured it out long before that. But that's what I got for you. These chords are bananas, dude. Alright, here's my suggestion, homie. Work with somebody on this one. Have somebody else do the drums because those chords are fucking bananas, dude. It's not reaching its potential, though. Have somebody else do the drums, and then maybe what they do will give you the inspiration to take it across the finish line. Maybe there's somebody in the 333 that can help you out with that one. I'm not very good with drums, dude. Like, I'm just not that good with it. I know what I'm good at, and I know what I'm not good at, and I'm very basic when it comes to drums. And it's funny, because drums will typically be the last thing that I fucking do when I'm making a beat sometimes. Because I'll just put, like, a kick and a snare like it's a metronome, and then build the whole beat, and then I'll be like, ah, fuck, I forgot the drums. So that's why I like working with other people, because I'm not very good at drums. Shout out to Dot, shout out to Billy Lines, because you guys have definitely been helping me out because I suck. But yeah, maybe, possibly, the production union between Zenny and Chronic should happen on this one. I don't know, just an idea. Yo, you kid, no, don't fade it out on that, Zenny. You gotta let those strings rock a little bit before you fade those out, man. That shit's cool. Yeah, just do some drum drops on this one, and yeah, don't cut those strings off too soon. It's cool, dude. I like how you chop that one up. Yeah, I do. So, it looks like this blunt is over. Almost. Let me see if I got anything else I can play. The fuck is this? I played that before. Fuck that one. Oh, this is. I'm gonna end it on this one. You guys want to hear what type of music I typically make? Well, lately it's been a lot of minor chords. Very down tempo-ish is where I've been at lately. But the reason I always make fun of myself for making R&B tracks instead of murder music is because of shit like this. Yeah, that's exactly why I always make fun of myself, and why P used to make fun of me too, because I be on my R&B shit. I don't mean to, it just happens. But I definitely need a bass line on that, so I will be reaching out to Boz to help me get that one across the finish line, because sometimes you need to outsource. So, yeah, so the whole reason and the point for me even playing that record is just make whatever it is that comes out. Don't try to force it. Just allow it to happen. Just make whatever it is. I just make it. It ends up being R&B songs. I don't know. Whatever. I appreciate it. It's almost across the finish line, and then I'll try to make it sound dope. But yeah, I definitely need to throw that one Boz's way so he can body that bass line, and then maybe add something in the bridge a little bit. But yeah, so I appreciate everybody for coming through for Beat Boutique episode number 4, I believe this was. And let's see where we at from here. This means that you have, let's say it'll be the 18th, and then it'll be the 25th. So you've got 2 weeks to finish your beats for February's beat battle. If you do not have the loot pack Havoc's MPC yet, and you would want to participate in the beat battle, DM or email me and I will get back to you. But you have 2 weeks, and I will let you know. We might do, I don't know, I'll let you know about Beat Shop and when I'm going to have Nice come through, and you guys can get your beats ready to shop them to Nice and other artists in the future. Until then, I'm done. I need to eat. As you can see, my esteemed co-host here is tired of this nonsense. So, until then, RIPP 333, and keep making dope shit. And as always, you guys know what's the theme. Make it sound dope.